Hi, good evening. Welcome to The Whole is Well Educated. We are doing a whole month of winter wellness. That's going to include things for your home, things for your personal life, things for your car, for your pets, for your kids. Everything you can think of, we're going to cover it, explaining how to use the Young Living essential oils and Young Living's products. If you're not familiar with Young Living, please just put a note in the comment and we will happily get you to know a little bit more about Young Living. If you are really familiar, welcome. We're happy to help you learn today. Today we are specifically going to cover how to do things yourself at home with personal products. So if you haven't had a chance to flip through the Young Living catalog, they actually carry a ton of personal products. For example, they have a lavender bath and shower gel. They have shampoo, they have conditioner, they have shaving cream, they have beard oil, they have toner. They have moisturizing cream, they have makeup, they have soaps, they have lotions. I mean, everything you can think of, pretty much they have it. I joke that I only go to Target now for paper products because everything else I need is from Young Living. But what I'm going to teach you tonight is how to amp up what you have. So whether or not you have the Young Living branded products or you still have some of the other products that you're using on your own, how can you use Young Living's products to amp up what you have? That's kind of the do-it-yourself theme. So we're going to cover how to amp up products as well as how to make your own products. I have a bunch of literature that I am going to kind of show off. And if anybody is interested in knowing where I got this literature, I'm going to post links in after the video so you can get to know them. Some of them are from Star Mori, who's one of our upline. She has this do-it-yourself every day and do-it-yourself guide to abundance. These are two of my favorites. She also has a do-it-yourself naturally. These guides are great because they actually have this one I particularly love because it goes through all of the oils in the starter kit. For example, peppermint, and it gives you specific things of where it came from, what to do with it, how to use it, and then it gives you some tools as to where to use those products. Then her do-it-yourself guides actually give you ideas of how to use the products. For example, this one of my favorite, has a hair treatment, a sensitive soap bar, acne treatment. So check these out if you want to learn about some do-it-yourself. There's another author who I really love. Her name is Melissa Pepping. She has these chemical-free home books. My favorite, number 2, is Mysteriously Lost, and I'm actually going to use some of those recipes tonight because I have them memorized. So these chemical-free home books by Melissa Pepping are outstanding. Another one that I really like is actually called Gentle Babies. It's for pregnant women, kids, and babies. It has some fantastic recipes in it, and I got really used to using this when I was pregnant and had a newborn. So that's where I kind of got a lot of my ideas. So I'm just going to kind of dive right in, and we're going to start with products for the shower, if you will. So one of the things that I have learned is you can amp up anything. So one of the things that I've done is using Melissa Peppin's chemical-free home book 2. She has something called like amp up your shampoo, right? So what you do is you open up the shampoo and you put in oils based on what your needs are. And my scalp needs a lot of extra moisturizer, and some of the 2 best oils for that are rosemary and cedarwood based on the research I've done. So I usually add about 10 drops each of like rosemary, cedarwood, and usually extra lavender to amp up my shampoo. She also has a volumizing one, which I believe the extra ingredient in that might be like geranium, which I love and have. So you just put like 10 drops into your shampoo, shake it up. Even if it's crummy shampoo, you're still getting a benefit by putting your essential oils in there. Another thing that I like to do is add things to my moisturizer. So now I use Young Living's moisturizer, and I still add oil to it. The 2 main oils I like to add to my moisturizers are frankincense and geranium. These are the amazing oils for your skin. No, it's not the lighting. My skin really does look this good. And it's because I've been using Young Living oils for 4 years, 3 years, a long time. The other one that I use a lot is tea tree oil. The best way I use tea tree oil is as a toner. So Young Living carries its own toner. It's the Art Refreshing Toner. I'm cheap, so after I bought the first one, I was like, oh, kind of cheap. So I went to my handy dandy do-it-yourself guide, and I found out that you can take witch hazel and put it in this little fancy bottle, and then I actually add tea tree oil and a little bit of frankincense, and so then I just tone my face with that, and it's revitalizing. And a cost of this giant bottle is like $2.99, so I used, you know, that much to fill up this bottle. So for the price of what, I don't know, that's like an eighth, you know, so you're looking at 75 cents plus, you know, 10, 20 drops of oil in this. So now I have $1 product instead of, you know, 15. Using this product is excellent if you can afford it. But if you're like me and you're looking to penny pinch, amp up what you already have. Another good thing that I love to do is make my own bath salts. So I use a mason jar, and I buy these super handy plastic lids because the traditional mason jar lids, you know, where you have like this thing and then you twist it on, I always just lose those. So I just buy Epsom salt, which is pure Epsom salt. I just buy it on Amazon. And this is a great gift if you want to make it for anyone. You just pour the Epsom salt into a mason jar and you put in whatever you want. I'm going to put in Surrender. If you haven't tried Surrender, put it on your next order. It's probably one of my favorite oils. I mix Surrender and lavender, I would say maybe 4 nights a week in my diffuser. My favorite nighttime diffuser blends while I'm making this are lavender and frankincense, lavender and thieves, and lavender and surrender. So those are probably the most common ones. So you just put your oils in here, close the lid, shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. I was going to have my son do this part, but he's asleep. There. I mean, look at how easy that is. It's super easy. It doesn't like melt or anything like that. And then when you open it up, oh my gosh, I can't wait to take a bath tonight. So this was Surrender and lavender. So this stays good. Just throw it in your linen closet and throw it in your bath time. This is probably one of my favorite gifts to make for people. It's also super easy to make for myself. And it's really cheap. This entire bag of Epsom salt, I think, was $7.99. You can get it cheaper if you want. I know that there's cheaper brands. And, you know, so I've a mason jar, you know, you can get usually you can get a dozen mason jars for about, of the large ones, maybe $13, $14. And then these lids are maybe like $8.99. So you're looking at like a gift of like $2 or $3 at the most. You can make little labels, put little bows on it. People really like that. Another thing that I like to do a lot are making your own face soap. So this is a foaming face, or this is, you can use it for your hands or your face. This is a foaming soap dispenser that I bought from a woman called Molly. She's got this like oils, a great oils kind of accessories website. So I will post that in the comments as well. And how I've made this is I used 2 tablespoons of Dr. Brommer's soap, just his pure unscented soap, and then a tablespoon of, you can either choose the Young Living V6 vegetable oil or an organic sweet almond oil, or you could do some like fractionated coconut oil or vitamin E oil. You generally want to have some kind of oil in there, not much, like maybe a teaspoon or maybe 2 teaspoons, just to give you some moisture in there. And then I put geranium, lavender, and tea tree in here. And then I literally, if I can do this correctly. Oh, no, it's not working. There. Can you see it? Let's do it this way. There. Foaming hand soap, or foaming face soap. So I love it. As you can see, I wear a lot of makeup. It does a really good job. If you don't like just that, and you need a little extra help on your eyes, the Seedlings baby wipes are excellent makeup remover. They are actually way cheaper than normal makeup remover. I was paying $1 a piece for the makeup remover I was using. It was this awesome coconut oil one, and sure enough, they use coconut oil. So if you need a little bit extra help on your eyes, I would do this first and then do the foaming face soap. Lavender is a really great antiseptic. It has principles that help kill things, which we love, and it helps make things better. So I amp up my mascara with lavender. What? I know. It sounds crazy. It's really easy. I'm going to do this so you can can you see that? No. Okay. So you take the bottle of lavender, and you're going to love putting on makeup when you do this. You just put in a drop or two into your mascara, close it, and kind of like swish it around a little bit. And oh my gosh, I wish you could see the difference on my brush, because before my brush was really goopy, and now look at how clean that brush is already. And this is like an old mascara. So it can kind of vitalize old mascara and make it beautiful and new. Now, if you were blessed like me to get the Young Living mascara before it went out of stock, it's already infused with lavender. So that's fantastic. Another thing that I like to do is with lip gloss. The lip gloss I'm wearing right now is the Young Living, I think it's called Mauvin, but what I do with any of my lip glosses that are not Young Living, because Young Living lip glosses are infused with peppermint, I take the bottle of lip gloss, same thing, put in a couple of drops of peppermint into the lip gloss. Same thing, twirl around, swirl around, and it's like kind of having like your lips pumped up every time you put on your lip gloss. So try that. It's one of my faves. Last couple things I like to do is some do-it-yourself sprays and rollers. Now, there's going to be a whole series on accessories coming up done by Jackie, one of our Young Living leaders, and I would say like the accessory guru. So she's going to give you more information on how to buy these and where to buy these. I'll post a link, but her webinar is going to be fantastic. But one of the things I did was, see, this is a Tranquil bottle that is empty. So one of the things I like to do is you can take the lid off of it, like this, sort of. Here, sing some Christmas music while I do this. My son and I put up the Christmas tree lights tonight. It was so fabulous. He's only 2.5 and he just had a blast. Okay, so you take it off. So I'm going to make my own Tranquil tonight. I'm just making it up. So what I do is I take either the V6 vegetable oil, which, by the way, I love this. I actually use this as lotion on my legs because I love it so much. Or, a sweet almond oil. It just has to be something that's in a liquid form. You don't want to use like coconut oil in here because it will eventually harden. You can use fractionated coconut oil. So you usually fill this up. Now, there are people smarter than me who have funnels. Jackie will cover that in her accessories. So I usually fill it about 1/4 of the way full. And then I add oils to it. Now, why would you use roller balls? Well, for a number of reasons. I especially use them with my son. Like I said, he's 2.5, and I've created a roller ball for him with thieves and lavender, and he can rub it on his own feet at night because it's already diluted and safe for him. He loves it. He's like, my toe, mommy, my toe, and then he does my arms. So I have thieves all over my arms after bedtime. Another nice thing why you want to use the roller balls is it lengthens your oils, right? So if I put a roller ball on top of this, you know, every time I roll, I'm using that oil directly. So I'm just going to go through the oil faster. So if you're a little frugal like me, you like to have a little bit longevity, using the carrier oil is going to stretch out your oils. Now, some people are like, well, Heather, if you don't use the oil directly, if you dilute it, does that mean it's less powerful? In my experience, no. The medicinal properties that come from the oils are going to be in your bloodstream, whether you put on 1 drop or 10 drops. What I have heard is important is reapplication. So it's not that I need to have, you know, 60 drops on my skin. It's that I need to be reapplying it every few hours if I want the benefits. So I just put lavender in my bottle, and then remember the surrender, which is like one of my faves. I'm putting surrender in there. So that's going to be my new version of Tranquil tonight. Okay. So then you put the little roller ball back on. Boom. So now I've got a great little roller ball. These are also make for really good gifts. They're also really great to travel. So if you don't want to travel with you know, bottles or stuff like that, I also think there's a greater in your purse, at work, in your gym bag. So in my gym bag, I have a roller bottle of Valor, I have a roller bottle of Peppermint, and I have a roller bottle of Stress Away, depending on what I need. So I'll bring the roller bottles and I'll put them on before I work out. I put them on after I work out. I roll them on my yoga mat. So then the last thing I'm going to talk about are the sprays. Getting these kind of spray bottles, you can get them anywhere. Again, I'm going to post something, but making these sprays are probably one of the best things that you can do. This is just a lavender eucalyptus spray that I actually use on sheets and bedding and stuff like that. I keep one in my bathroom instead of Glade air freshener. When people stink up the bathroom, I just spritz a little bit of this. I make one with Just Thieves, and I use it to disinfect things. So what you do in these bottles is you don't want to just use water and oil because it doesn't necessarily mix. You need something in there to kind of like help the water and oil mix together. So you can either use vodka or witch hazel. Now, I used to have a mother-in-law that drank very expensive vodka, so I had a bottle of Grey Goose laying around the house after I got divorced. So in my first 2 years of divorce, all of the things that I made were with Grey Goose. So your sheets were, you know, seasoned with Grey Goose vodka and you know, eucalyptus and lavender. But you put a little bit of that in. That's probably a little too much. I would say maybe just a quarter. And then you put water in it. And then you just put a little bit of the oils that you need. I usually put about 10 drops in, and you can find a bazillion recipes for this kind of stuff. Like I mentioned, all of those resources that I had before. Google, you know, if you Google bathroom spray, linen spray, car disinfectant, gym bag disinfectant, you know, whatever, purification, put purification in a little bottle like this, and you can use it as an outdoor, get away from me, icky things spray. So I'm just going to pop over and put some water in this. Ta-da! So now, I mean, you could actually make perfume this way too if you wanted. My favorite for perfume is actually Inner Child. If you have not checked out Inner Child yet, put that on your next order. Enjoy. Those are probably my 2 favorite perfumey scents. So then, let's see if you can see it spray. Spray, spray, spray. Wasn't that lovely? It smells really good. It's just going to spray myself. And my kid, I caught my kid like spraying himself in the face with this one day. I mean, that's the benefit of having a toxic-free home, is that if my kid gets his hands on things, it's not going to hurt him. So that's some of my do-it-yourself tips and tricks tonight. Stay tuned. On Friday, I'm doing do-it-yourself home. So like how to make soap, how to amp up your dish soap, how to amp up your laundry soap, what to do. Young Living makes all those things. Young Living makes laundry soap. Young Living makes dish soap. Young Living makes dishwasher soap. All of the things for the home. But if you're not ready to fully commit to all of that stuff, I'm going to teach you how to amp up what you have and utilize it in the most cost-effective way. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a really great month full of amazing tips. I hope you have a happy holiday, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.